Strike up the band. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as we have Mr. Dwyer, English and Social Studies teacher, sing the national anthem. Please feel free to join him.
If you could face the flag over on this wall over here, place your hands over your hearts and feel free to sing along with me. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Mr. Dwyer. That was excellent. It was also very, very nice to see so many people in the audience singing. I think we must have had 90% of the people singing that time. I'd like to introduce a few people right now. In the front row is Mr. Sharon, who is the president of the school board in Port Huron. Next to him is Mr. Briones, who's in charge of a lot of things at the administration building. Tonight he's in charge of taking my picture. And next to him is the assistant superintendent, Mr. Bill Kimball. Across the aisle, we have a lady that we're going to introduce a little bit later, so I'm not going to introduce her right now. And next to her is Judge Monahan. And now I'd like to introduce Mrs. Monahan, who is the director of Port Huron South.
Thank you, Al. Welcome dignitaries, welcome parents, welcome students and staff. Welcome to Port Huron South Annual Awards Recognition Evening. We are very, very pleased to be here tonight. This is going to be an hour spent in reflection and celebration with our students for their hard work and their achievement. We are very, very proud of our students. Our students have displayed responsibility to the highest degree to earn some of the awards that they are going to be receiving tonight. So again, I thank all of you for being here with us. Parents, I'd like to ask you if you will stay for the complete hour and not leave right after your youngster receives an award, but rather wait until all of our youngsters have received an award. The last is as deserving as the first, and we would like all of you to stay for the complete duration of the program. And besides that, we have some top-notch entertainment which we're going to introduce to you later as well. Tonight, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the speaker who's going to say a few words to us tonight. And it gives me pleasure because that person is Mr. Bill Kimball, who is the Assistant Superintendent for the Port Huron Area School District. Many times the students will come to me with what appears to be initially a far-fetched idea, or the staff is liable to come to me with what is equally as far-fetched an idea, and I sit there and I say, how am I going to do this? So then I call Bill and I say, will you hear me out? And oftentimes he is the facilitator and the implementer of why we're able to do the many things that we're able to do at Port Huron South, including the recent canoe trip. He was instrumental in us being able to do that. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce Mr. Kimball.
Graduates, award winners, parents, staff, it's a real pleasure to be here tonight. Before I start, I need to tell you what happened to me since I arrived. Can you hear me okay back there? I talked with Judge Monahan, Mr. Briones, Mr. Sharon, and now Mrs. Monahan, and each one of them made a comment about a short speech. And I think they're trying to give me a hint. I thought Mrs. Monahan wanted me to speak for about 45 or 50 minutes. Evidently, I was supposed to be 3 or 4 minutes, so I'm going to have to cut my speech down now. But it really does give me a great pleasure to be here to speak with you tonight and to share some thoughts in the progress regarding what makes Port Huron South what it is today. This award assembly stands as a tribute to the successes that each of you are having individually and the program and the staff collectively. And it's come a long ways in just a short time. I want to tell you just a little story about how I see it from my perspective. Approximately 2.5 years ago, I was approached by the staff, many of them are still here today, through the past director, Mr. Martindale, to come to a meeting initiated by the staff. And probably the key to that it was initiated by the teaching staff, by the service personnel, by the aides, and the people that work here. The meeting, in my mind, was a major turning point in this program because the staff as a whole felt the program could be enhanced to provide better services for students and better involve parents. They felt that we had a good program. We always had a good program, but having been a part of it, they really felt that it could be improved. The key point to the meeting was that the staff asked for the meeting. They made a commitment to do some very hard work, and I want you to know that this is the first school in our county, in our school district, that has been totally restructured, reorganized, retooled from the ground up. This is a different program than it was 2.5 years ago. The meeting led to a decision by the staff to utilize Joanne Monahan at that time as a consultant, not as the director, but as a consultant. Through the course of the next few months, a commitment was made to totally restructure the program into the great concept that it is today. In addition, Mrs. Monahan became the program director upon Mr. Martindale's retirement. The history here is important, and I think it's real important for the students to understand, because through these efforts, we are seeing more and more student successes at Port Huron South. Port Huron South is a secondary school to be proud of. It has a new name, a new logo, new school colors, and it's certainly a place the students feel good about and are proud to attend. We've greatly improved the student attendance, and the students that enrolled are staying and achieving in record numbers in this program. High standards for learning and acceptable behavior are now the norm at this program. Problems that students are having are put aside to concentrate on learning. The beauty of South is the diversity of the people that study here, that teach here, and work here. I truly believe that everyone is accepted for who they are, and a concentrated effort to build on their strength is embraced by everyone. Not every school does that, and I think there's a good lesson to learn here. We need to build on people's strengths, not tear down their weaknesses. I've been very pleased to see the expansion this year and somewhat last year of social activities for students. Activities such as basketball, music, dance, art, technology, special events with other schools can make a great difference in developing your total personality. Involvement in school and co-curricular activities is the most important indicator of adult success. Students, I want to express one major theme this evening, and that is to do quality work so you can be proud of what you do. Anyone can do quality work if they make up their mind to it. When you do a task at school, at home, or at work with quality, it makes you feel good. You then build on that success and you develop a habit of doing your best. And it is a habit. Find out what you're good at and work at it, project it, continue it until you perfect it. Oftentimes, this can lead into a vocation that will be satisfying to you for your whole life, and it can change your whole life if you can find what it is you want to do. You're all good at something. Everyone is. I'm sure that the Lord created every one of us for some reason, and you've got to find what your reason is so that you can excel and feel very comfortable with your life. I'm very pleased with the efforts of the parents, the staff, the students. I encourage you to continue to work together to build on the successes. You definitely are making a difference in this program and in each of the lives of the people you touch here at Port Huron South. Again, it's a pleasure to be here. Congratulations on your successes. Thank you.
On behalf of the staff and the entire community that we call Port Huron South, it's my privilege to present our annual report. And you know, just by being here and seeing what you are going to see tonight, my words could not be as powerful as what you are going to see. Because increasingly as we move along, we feel that you will know us by what we do. And the quality that Bill Kimball is talking about is just that. If we do quality work, if we have quality goals, you're going to see it. We don't have to tell you that. You're going to see it. When you get a chance, take a look at our annual report. And on the inside pages of the annual report is our mission. And I'm not going to read our mission, but if you really want to know what's behind this and build on what our assistant superintendent has told you, read the mission statement. It'll tell you more about who we are and what we do than anything that I know. In this annual report, I want to focus on three things: achievement, quality, and commitment. First of all, achievement. These young adults here represent an incredible statement for Port Huron South and what our capability is. This group, among them, 6 have received all endorsements on their diplomas. An additional 2 have received partial endorsements. And out of a class of 11 graduates this time, that is a record which we at South are very, very proud. In addition, 5 of our graduates have indicated an interest in going on to college, and 1 of these graduates will receive a partial scholarship. That is who we are and what we do. Let me talk about a little bit of detail, again elaborated on in our annual report. As the report says, on the inside, student achievement is on the rise. Port Huron South is a school that believes in quality. Part of this is the restructuring that Bill spoke about. We here at South, instead of having the traditional 3 6-week marking periods, have 6 3-week marking periods. And this means that we can monitor student progress, and our students can monitor their progress more effectively. And we have had, as a result, an increased number of students who have earned credits. Student achievement, also in terms of the level systems, where you can move up from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, has doubled in the category and 3 up since the time we have introduced this method of helping our students assess their progress in terms of being reasonable, respectful, and responsible. As was indicated earlier, we believe that everybody can do quality work if they put their mind to it. Another thing that I would commend to you is our exhibits at the north end of the hall. Before you leave, take a look at some of the things that our students have done. And the thing about this is not only have they done it here, but they have exhibited many of the articles that you see on that table at other places. At a regional expo that was conducted in Macomb County this year. And they were recognized and will be recognized for that fact. This again is an indicator of quality. We are involved in an ongoing process of becoming a quality school. We're working on it as a staff. Our students are working on it. We are all working on it as a learning family. And as a learning family, by working together, we will be able to achieve that. And this has come in ideas and things that have been accomplished this year, like Friday activities to again expand the interest range of our students, a sports program, as was mentioned, in softball, basketball, a field day, and outdoor education, of the canoe trip that was mentioned. All of these things are things which broaden the experience of our students. There are many unobtrusive indicators, little things, that indicate where we're going. For example, the increased use of our nursery space indicates that parenting teens are accepting more responsibility for taking their education seriously. Increased involvement in activities with other alternative programs indicates growth. We're reaching out. We're trying to be instrumental not only in the lives of our students, but in the lives of our community as well. Part of this will be in terms of initiatives that are now underway for the future, such as the School to Work program and getting our students involved in this. In further involvement in regional alliances such as AllNet in Macomb and St. Clair County, where our students can be recognized for their quality work. I think in summing it up, I'd like to come back to something you're all going to see on the front of our annual report. You'll see an eagle. This was a logo that we didn't choose, our students chose. The name, Port Huron South, was their choice. The idea of soaring with the eagles is their idea. And as I often like to say, it's not how low you can go, it's how high you can fly. That is where we are and where we're going at Port Huron South.
Thank you, Tim. Moving along the program, the first awards that we are going to give out truly are quality awards. These are the principal awards, and I am privileged to be able to give these awards. At the end of the first semester, we only had one student acquire such an award. At the end of this semester, we have with us tonight 5 students who are going to receive an award, and a possible 2 others or 3 others who are not here. To receive this award, the Principal's Award, a student must be on level 4 or 5, which is our highest 2 levels, for at least 4 marking periods. So that means that they can miss no more than 1 day per marking period. They have to pass all classes with a B average, and they can have no suspensions or timeouts. So that, in our mind, is a student spending quality time at Port Huron South. And will these students please come up to receive their pins? And parents, will you please wait until all students are up here before you applaud them? Angie Bedford, Robin Borowski, Gina LaFleche, Gina Schnell, and Sabrina Shively. Let's give them a round of applause. Mrs. Arco.
About 12 to 15 years ago, there was a report done that was called A Nation at Risk. And one of the outcomes of that report was a test that is now administered, or was administered, to all of our juniors, and that was the MEAP, better known as the Michigan Educational Assessment Program. That has been replaced by the high school proficiency test. But our graduating seniors are the recipients of endorsements on their diploma if they were successful in meeting a certain level of expectancy on the 3 tests that were administered. And those tests are communication skills, science, and math. Mr. Mino had mentioned to you earlier that out of the 11 seniors graduating this year, 8 of them will receive endorsements, 6 full endorsements, and 2 will receive partial endorsements. And again, if you would wait to applaud after I have handed them all out. Okay, Gina LaFleche, Andrea Hernandez. Sarah Reese. Gina Snell. Jason Lutz. Robin Borowski will also receive one, but she will be graduating at Port Huron High, and that's where her certificate is at. There were also several of our 8th graders who received awards in math this year. And I don't know if they... And I don't have those certificates here. I don't know if those students are present. And at the risk of failing to remember one of them, I will just end this with saying that 4 of them did receive the award.
Let's give them a round of applause.
Earlier tonight, when I introduced some of the people in the front row, and because they are people that you should know, I skipped one lady. But we all know her as well, and I want to introduce her right now. Her name is Marjorie Ward. She came to us this year. She wasn't sent from another school. And she came over here because she wanted to, like some of our other students do. But she came over to help us out. She is an expert reading teacher. She came over to help us with students who were having problems with their reading and keeping up to grade level. She was one of 3 or 4 volunteers that we had this year. The award that we're about to give her is the 4th year in existence at Port Huron South. It's an award that's given for continuing community involvement. These are community people, adults in the community who have come in, worked with our students, have done other things for us. Mrs. Ward, would you please come up? This is the 4th time that we've given this award in 4 years. Mrs. Ward, for your work. I think you told Mrs. Burgess one time this year that as long as you could get around, as long as you could drive, as long as someone needed to be able to read, you'd be here. Is that right?
That's right. That's right.
Mrs. Marjorie Ward, in recognition for all you've done for our students this year, you are the recipient of the Port Huron South Community Service Award. This one stays with us. The plaque stays with us. Your name will be engraved. It'll hang in our hallway or in our office. We will give you this one to take home. Congratulations. The next awards are something new for us this year. We participated in something called AllNet this year for the first time. It's an organization of Macomb and St. Clair County alternate ed programs. Our students were involved with 14 other schools at an exposition where they displayed some of the things that you'll see over there, and there was a contest between our students and other students. They were called People's Choice Awards. Students were able to vote for their best, for the things that they thought were best in 4 or 5 categories: math, science, vocational, language arts, fine arts, performing arts. I may have missed some, but those are the categories. And of the 14 schools, there were 341 exhibits. Of the 341 exhibits in 4 categories, there were 4 first prizes. Remember, there were 14 schools, 341 exhibits. Of the 4 first prizes, 2 came back to Port Huron South. So we thought that was real good. All of the students who participated will receive a certificate of recognition, and I don't think the people who won first prize at the St. Clair Macomb Allnet know who they are, but if they do, just keep it under your hat for a second as we give out these awards. I guess I'm almost going to have to tell you who the first place winners are because the awards are right here in front of me. One of the categories that won a first place was the Performing Arts. And as I read your names, will the Performing Arts people please come up and receive not your first place award as well as your participation award. Those people are... Those people are Adam Allen, Andrea Alsted, they're stuck together, Stacy Blatt, oops, okay, I screwed it up here because Stacy was not in the Performing Arts category, but she was the other first place winner in the Macomb St. Clair competition for her first place in vocational technical, and you can see her working clock over there on the wall, and make sure you see that on the way out, Stacy. Okay, the next one is a Performing Arts category, first place as well as participation, D'Amica Brooks. Another Performing Arts People's Choice Award, Carrie Dion. Also, the first place Performing Arts team, Bridget Fleming. Another student in that category, Todd Johnson. Also, let's see, I'm going to skip that. Melissa Sanchez, also a winner of a first place People's Choice Award. And also their instructor, Miss Colleen King, the media specialist. I guess you can tell the students really don't like her very well, do they? Okay, we have other awards for the Performing Arts. This was in set design, Mike Robtoy. Is Mike here? Okay. Also in set design, first place Performing Arts, Danielle Kuhn. Also in set design, Holly Tremble, first place. Also participating at the expo and receiving certificates were Jeremy Lander. Jeremy? And Matt Grubnick. Is Matt here? These folks all deserve a big hand. They did a fine job in performing arts. The competition was stiff. Those of us who went to the competition saw the exposition. It was held at the Macomb ISD. There were some really, really great displays, and to have 2 out of the 4 displays winners come back to Port Huron South is really a plus for us, and this is the first year we've entered it. Next year, of course, we're going to sweep the whole thing. Now I'd like to introduce Mr. Smith.
Tonight I'm going to give the academic recognition awards, the special recognition awards, the attendance awards, and the scholarships that have been presented. The academic recognition awards, the teachers picked. These students are the students who have demonstrated quality, who have shown character, service, leadership. These students may have participated in more than one academic subject. The first person is Adam Allen. Robin Borowski for Child Development and Parenting. For Life Science, Chris Crumpley. For Physical Science and Life Science, Carrie Dion. Thanks. For English and Civics, Bridget Fleming. For POD and American Literature, Andrea Hernandez. For Physical Science, Rachel Hipple. For English, Civics, and Physical Science, Danielle Kuhn. For Social Studies, Brian Kukuk. For POD, English, Child Development, and Parenting, Gina LaFleche. For Math, Beth Martin. For English, Sarah Reese. For English also, Melissa Sanchez. For POD and Topics in Science, Gina Schnell. For Life Science, Randy Shively. And for Life Science, Sabrina Shively. For Civics, Child Development, Parenting, and Life Science, Holly Tremble. The next awards are the Special Recognition Awards. These students have shown improvement, they've shown effort in fine arts, in citizenship, and they've been reasonable, respectful, and responsible, just like our motto. For the St. Clair Community College credit in acting, for dance, outstanding effort, and math aid, Adam Allen. For outreach for the college, props and design, Andrea Alstead. For attendance, Justin Bailey. For citizenship, Angie Bedford. For citizenship, props and stage design and woods project, Stacy Blatt. For attendance, Robin Borowski. For dance and physical education, Damika Brooks. For improvement in English and band, Chris Crumpley. For dance and improvement in math, Carrie Dion. For citizenship, props and stage design, dance, and citizenship from Mr. Dwyer and Mrs. Hunwick, Bridget Fleming. For band and citizenship and attendance, Matt Grebenik. For citizenship, Andrea Hernandez. For citizenship and props and stage design, Danielle Kuhn. For citizenship, math improvement, physical education, science, computers, language arts, and teen life, Brian Kakuk. For attendance, Gina LaFleche. For improvement in civics, Jeremy Lander. For special project in woods, Robert Leverage. For improvement in civics and citizenship, Stacy McCauley. For citizenship, Ryan Peaty. For attendance, Sarah Reese. For science, computer, language arts, teen life, and citizenship, Stephen Rogan. For citizenship, Billy Joe Sanchez. For citizenship, dance, and physical education, Melissa Sanchez. For citizenship, props and stage design, Gina Schnell. For attendance, Charles Sherlock. For citizenship, Beth Simpson. For citizenship, props and stage design, Holly Tremble. For math improvement, Quentin Van Dam. For math improvement, Brian Jacobs. And for attendance, Jerome Walker. The next awards that I'm proud to give are the Scholarship Awards. These are the monetary awards to continue the student's education. The first award goes to Robin Borowski for a scholarship to Baker College. And the second scholarship is to Jerome Walker. It's a college scholarship from the Church of God in Christ. Thank you, and now I'd like to introduce to you Mrs. Hunwick.
Good evening. Another first for this year for Port Huron South is we decided to try to come up with a yearbook for the students, and actually they're the ones that had a lot more expertise in the video camera techniques than Mrs. Hall or I had. And we put together our first ever yearbook, and we're calling it the Eye of the Eagle. We're going to show you just a short clip at the beginning. The kids wanted the teachers to act a little strangely, not that we don't usually, but this is a different view than what you may usually see of us. And we do have some for sale too afterwards. They're $9. I think we have about 5 that we can sell tonight. So Mrs. Hall can start it. That gives you just a clip. So. Remember, they are for sale. They're about 20 minutes in length this year. They recommended 25, so we were real close. And we're real proud of the students that worked on that.